Lueroi's Pokemon Black and White 2 walkthrough, Part 44. Alright guys, who's finally ready to leave Untitled? Yeah, we've been here for the past few videos, just checking out some of the optional areas. We took a look at Untitled Bay to the east and Route 14 to the south, so that leaves nothing left other than going north and actually progressing through the storyline. So we're going to check out Route 13 today. And I don't even know if I'll make it all the way through Route 13 in one video because, I'm not going to spray some repels. It's a really long route, it stretches all the way down the beach, and it's actually going to feature the game's very first legendary Pokemon, so yeah, exciting things to look forward to. And here's a Karate Man, and he's all like, "This is my path! Yeah, bro, get out of my way, only I can walk in this spot." Well, you know what, dude, it's a free country, and maybe I want to walk on this sand too, so we better settle this with a Pokemon battle. And it looks like his only Pokemon here is a Girder, so shouldn't be too much trouble for Samurott. And yeah, Samurott really hasn't gotten a lot of experience since I evolved him. I've kind of just kept him in the back of my party, so now it's finally time to bring him out and do some damage, get up some levels. So, oh, I gotta take a Dynamic Punch from Girder. That's actually gonna do a whole lot of damage. Oh, almost gonna knock me out. That's actually kind of frightening. And I guess I'll just finish him off with a return, but you might be wondering why Dynamic Punch didn't confuse me, because that's one of the effects of Dynamic Punch, it always confuses the opponent. However, in this case, Girder has the Sheer Force ability, and that's going to boost up its attacking moves by 30%, but get rid of the side effect of the moves. So, in this case, Dynamic Punch did 30% more power, but it lost its extra effect of confusing me, which, in this case, actually kind of worked out. And he's like, "This is everyone's path, so now everyone's allowed to walk here." So thank goodness, the rest of the Unova region was not able to walk on this sand until today. Anyways, I better use one of my Moo Moo Milks here, because that Dynamic Punch, because of that Sheer Force ability especially, did a whole lot of damage to Samurott, so I'll get him healed up. And let's take a minute to go over some of the new Pokemon here on Route 14. Just kidding, Route 13, but actually, if you didn't catch it on Route 14, the optional area, you can now get Absol here on Route 13. You can find Lunatone and Solrock, Pelipper, and Tangela, so those are your new options. It's kind of funny, you can get Pelipper but not Wingull. But yeah, check out my rankings for those Pokemon in the description, and let's go ahead and fight this girl. Ay-ay-ay! Hi-ya! Like, hold on there, are you about to, like, just high jump kick me in the face or something? Maybe a hello would have been nice, maybe not ay-ay-ya! But yeah, it's Battle Girl Elise, so I guess all she knows are, like, her war cries. But she's got a Scrafty on her team, so yeah, not a bad Pokemon, fighting in Dark-type. I'm gonna go ahead and use Revenge here, just... Oh, darn it, he didn't use an attacking move, but he used Scary Face. But yeah, Revenge is super effective, and it would have done double damage if he had used an attacking move on me, so... Yeah, it's the thing with Revenge. Samurott's not the fastest Pokemon in the world, so a lot of times you can get it to hit for double damage, but... Yeah, it's like the only time in the game I complain when I don't get hit, like, oh darn, he only used Scary Face that time. But this time he's gonna use High Jump Kick, and assuming that doesn't knock me out, perfect, this Revenge should do a bunch of damage. So yeah, this time it'll do double the power and be enough to knock him out. So there we go, Scrafty goes down. Scrafty's actually a tough Pokemon to put damage on. It has a lot of good defense and special defense. And she's like, "Oh, it was my turn next." Well, obviously, every single Pokemon fight you lose, your turn was going to be next. Like, everyone gets a turn next. It's kind of obvious. But yeah, I'm actually taking a whooping here with Samurott, so I'll use another Moo Moo Milk to heal up. And I think the only thing this game is lacking is Chocolate Moo Moo Milk. Seriously, how awesome would Chocolate Moo Moo Milk be? It would heal up like 150 hit points instead of 100. It would be just awesome. I mean, seriously, dear Nintendo, make some Chocolate Moo Moo Milk for the next game, for crying out loud. Now, if you happen to have the HM for Cut, which I don't right now, then you can go down there and I think grab a Max Repel, but nothing too extremely crazy exciting. And, yeah, if you whip out your Dowsing Machine here, you can actually find a hidden item. And run into a wild battle. I should have had Cut with me. I could have went and grabbed Max Repel and not had to fight that Pokemon. But yeah, there's a Zinc right there. And I actually will spray a Repel this time because, yeah, just a little bit too lazy. I don't want to run into another wild Drifloon or whatever. So yeah, and I think up here you do need Strength. So luckily I have my Pinsir on me that knows Strength. But I don't have any Pokemon with Cut, unfortunately, because I'm using a full team of 6, so I'm not really going to waste a move with Cut. And right up here, you can grab a red Chard, so pretty nice item, and yeah, you get a nice little aerial view of what we have coming up on the route here. So yeah, pretty intense stuff. We have like a giant island that is like a mountain too. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, go back down the stairs, and before actually going in that direction, go into this little area right here on the beach. And my repel wore off, but I don't really care. But yeah, if you go right here on the sand, you're going to see a blue-haired dude running around in the water, so go ahead and battle him. Behold my impressive physique. It's fitting for an ace trainer. Yeah, ace trainers actually do have some pretty awesome Pokemon, as we saw in the last video. In Route 14, we had some tough ace trainer battles, but I'm not really too worried about Delcatty. I mean, seriously. Actually, Delcatty's kind of annoying because it likes to use Sing and Attract, and it tries to like confuse you with its cuteness. And it knows Fake Out, which is just the dumbest move ever. It always goes first and always flinches you, so there's nothing you can do about it. And there's Attracts! Frickin' Peanut falling in love with Delcatty. Oh, and he's immobilized by love. Seriously, what do you see in Delcatty? And thank God that Sing missed. There we go, finally hit that thing with a Surf. I mean, come on, you two have nothing in common, you just met, you're already falling for her, like, have you already bought the ring too? And good thing Sing missed twice in a row. But yeah, way to get through that, Samurott. That Delcatty wasn't for you anyways. There's a million fish in the sea. And she just wasn't the one, but yeah, we're gonna get up a level right there. And I love how I get a critical hit on the last turn too. That's just always brilliant. And I'm trying to learn Encore, and I already tried to learn Encore earlier, but I gave up on it, so yeah, I'm gonna make the same decision this time. It's like Encore is giving an encore of trying to learn Encore. It's kind of weird. But next up is Electric, and that is an electric type, so I'm gonna get myself out of here. Even though I do have Dig, Electric is kind of a special electric type Pokemon because it has the Levitate ability, which is completely unfair. Its only weakness is ground types, and it has the Levitate ability, so I was a little stuck on who to go to, but I will go over to Pinsir. But yeah, this thing has 0 weaknesses, which is pretty epic if you have one on your own team. And when fully evolved into Electros, well, then you're just looking at trouble right there. I'm just glad it's an Electric and not an Electros, because that is one of the hardest Pokemon to match up against in the entire game. But X-Scissor's going to do a little bit over half, and I got to take a Discharge right here, which is actually going to do just under half. It did 49 hit points, and I have 50 left, so that's kind of awesome. But yeah, it's going to be enough to take out Electric, and that should get me up to level 37, so yeah, we're actually getting up levels really quickly now, because I finally have the experience share off of Litwix, and now I'm actually getting full experience from these fights. Not to mention I'm at a lower level than the opponents, so that gives me even more experience in battle. But yeah, if you guys weren't watching the last video, I did finally evolve Litwick into Lampent, so I do have the option of evolving it into a Chandelure right now, but I kind of want to keep Lampent around just for a little bit, just to say I actually had one on my team. There's an Ultra Ball by that rock, and let's get out our dowsing machine here. No, not my bicycle, my dowsing machine. No, not my bicycle, my dowsing machine! Imagine how dumb you would feel if, like, in real life, if you were just trying to, like, take the dowsing machine out of your pocket and you accidentally just got on your bike. Like, oops, I didn't mean to do that. What? But yeah, you can get a Hidden Heart skill right there. And if you go down further here, well, let's just fight this fisherman first. I'm a wonderful fisherman who loves everything! You love everything. Well, I bet you don't love Electric-type Pokemon. I bet you don't love Grass-type Pokemon. But I bet you do love my name, because this here is Fisherman Lueroi. Oh yeah, it's Lueroi versus Lueroi. Battle of the century. Who is the real Jenkins? Is it Lueroi Jenkins or Leroy Jenkins? But yeah, this guy has a Vaporeon on his team, which is a pretty epic choice. One of my favorite evolutions, and oh, it's gonna use Acid Armor. Yeah, this actually might be kind of a drug-out battle because it's water on water type, and he just boosted up his defense 2 stages, so yeah. But Vaporeon's an awesome option for a defensive water type. It has really good special defense, really high HP, and like you saw there, it can use Acid Armor. So yeah, I'll just keep chipping away here with Return on Peanut. And actually, one thing I really need to do is go back to the move relearner in Driftville City at the Pokemon World Tournament. And I need to use maybe the Heart Scale I just found over there, or just any other Heart Scale I have. I need to use one of those to get Mega Horn on Samurott, because that's one of the moves that you can relearn on him once he's fully evolved, which is an insanely powerful Bug-type move, so I do need to remember to do that. And there we go! We defeated Fisherman Leroy Jenkins! Not the real Leroy Jenkins, though. He's just some fisherman. But yeah, once you get to this little part of the route, you can actually go down the ledge, and you'll be back at the beginning. So if you need a shortcut to the Pokemon Center, or you just want to loop your way back around, you can do that. But Either way, you're just gonna have to go, whoa, hold on here, the cross transceiver's ringing. And let me guess, it's gonna be Yancey! Oh yeah, it is. Hi, is this Lueroi? You just literally clicked my name on your phone, so yeah, obviously this is me. Really? That's the kind of Pokemon you like, Lueroi? I never told you what kind of Pokemon I like! What are you even talking about, crazy lady? But now she's like, oh, I have to get back to work. See you later. Yeah, you should have never called me if you have work to do. Wow, I just love messing with Yancey. Every time she calls me on the phone, it's always just the dumbest thing, but... yeah, be sure to surf up here while you're on this little stretch of the route, because you have this cool little island over here. And if you can see in there in the middle of the dark grass, we do have an item, so grab yourself a luxury ball. Yeah, luxury balls are pretty awesome. More fancy than your standard Pokeball. Luxury balls are for, like, the rich and wealthy. But yeah, let's surf over here onto this little, whatever this is in the middle of the water that people can stand on. I guess just a really shallow part. But yeah, you can grab TM29 Psychic. I highly, highly, highly recommend you grab this TM, because it is an epic special attacking Psychic type move. And I will definitely be teaching that to Claydol in one of the upcoming videos, and probably Chandelure too, because Chandelure can also learn it. But I'll probably do that in between videos. I don't want to take the time this minute, so what I will do though is take out Samurott from the front and go back to Pinsir, because it looks like we have another water type here, and the water on water battles kind of take forever, so I also need to heal up though, because I kind of forgot Pinsir got nailed in that last fight he was in, so let's use the Moo Moo Milk, and I might as well use some Moo Moo Milk on Samurott. I mean, I have so much Moo Moo Milk it doesn't even matter. I have gallons and gallons of Moo Moo Milk. Yeah, I wonder if Moo Moo Milk ever expires, because literally, like, milk doesn't last forever, but apparently Moo Moo Milk just keeps going and going and going, all day, every day. But yeah, here's Fisherman Vince, and looks like he's got a Golduck on his team. So, pretty interesting Pokemon to match up against. Yeah, I'll use Slayer here, and Golduck's got the Cloud 9 ability, so that negates any of the weather going on. How awesome would that be if there was just like a giant storm going on or something, then you just bring out your Golduck, like, not anymore, now the weather's normal. Pretty much a miracle maker right there, but yeah, Soak actually just turned me into a water type, which I don't like, because that gets rid of my same type attack bonus with Bugs, so yeah, instead I'll just go over to Thrash instead, that's a little bit more powerful. Since it's already 120 base power without the same type attack bonus. Ho ho! Those are some impressive Pokemon, or these are some impressive Pokemon. Indeed, dude, my Pinsir is impressive. Anyways, that's it for that little stretch there, so let's surf on out of here. Hopefully that guy has surf on his Golduck, otherwise he's stranded forever. But yeah, that's a cool little island over there. A lot of people just kind of run by that because they don't even realize it's there, but let's get back on the beach and check it out. We've got a Parasol lady, and she's all posted up here with her umbrella and everything, so let's go ahead and battle her. A woman standing alone with a parasol in one hand at the beach. Hi, please have a battle with me. Well, thank you for the extremely obvious information. By the way, I'm just a guy standing here alone on the beach. Do you want to have a battle with me? But yeah, she has a Castform on her team. Castform's not that powerful of a Pokemon, but it is a normal type, so Slayer should have an easy time here with Brick Break. But yeah, I've noticed a lot of the trainers seem to just have one Pokemon on their team. Even like, I feel like all of them might have only had one Pokemon on their team, so it actually goes by pretty smoothly. It doesn't take that long to get from trainer to trainer. But there are a lot of trainers on Route 13, so it does take some time to get through. But that's going to get me up to level 38, so not bad. And we defeated Parasol Lady Laura. And the Parasol can block ultraviolet rays, but it can't block my moves. That's right, you can't defend a Brick Break with a Parasol. That'll never work. Now before moving on to the north here, let me actually whip out my dowsing machine, because I think there's a hidden item over here. And wait a minute. Turn on, dowsing machine! What? Why is this not working? I'm confused. No? Dowsing machine. There we go! Okay, so, there's a hidden item right here, and it's a big pearl, and I don't know why that was so hard for me to take out my dowsing machine. I kept pressing the wrong button. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk to this dude. Now, this guy isn't a trainer, but he's always hunting for treasure around here on the beach. So every day, he will give you a flute. Which is pretty awesome, free treasure, so it's a yellow flute. Now you can also take these flutes back to Undella Town and sell them to the billionaire for a lot of money, so if you're looking for some extra dough, you can go ahead and do that. And let's go ahead and stop in this house to get some quick shelter before we move on. And I think this might be where I end off the video, and we'll go through the rest of Route 13 in the next video. I'm not really listening to what these people have to say. I'm just talking to them Alright, they look like friendly people, so I'm going to be sleeping in your bed tonight, and I will be coming back out tomorrow to explore the rest of Route 13, and hopefully make it to Wakanosa Town. So, thank you random strangers for letting me into your home, and I will be eating all the food in your fridge. So thank you for watching, everybody. I'll see you guys all next time.